First win of the series for Coach Clifton Williams. In fact, his only win against Campbellsville and Ginger High Colvin, who the Lady Tigers have dominated this series all time. Ball in the air. Feltner taps it back to Englert, and U Pike will get the first possession of the basketball game. We want to welcome Somerset Christian Middle School and Coach Billy Edge. They're behind us to the right, behind the Lady Tiger bench, and here to enjoy the game today. Allie Stone back out to Feltner, works in, down on the end line, going to take the pull-up jumper from about 6 feet, and that is good for Sierra Feltner.
Yeah, she just kind of got lost down there in that short corner and just took advantage of it. Nice little 8-foot jump shot.
Little pressure by U Pike, long ahead. Pettigo had Boyle, gets it back, and now Lee between the circles will orchestrate the offense. Right wing, Pettigo looking down inside for Wilkes, not there. Left side, Pettigo. Wilkes trying to fight through, working against Stamper. Pritchett out front on the dribble, out to Pettigo. 2 seconds. Feltner cuts her off, kicks it out. Boyle gets it away. Bang! Maddie Boyle beats the buzzer as the shot clock sounds. The Lady Tigers grab the lead with an Edward Jones 3.
I believe there was .0001 left on that shot clock there,
Not
Matt.
much.
Not much. Good execution for the Lady Tigers.
I'm not going to lie, when Pettigo threw the pass, I thought
it was
that's
over.
not going to work. Stamper inside gets the handoff from Feltner and gets 2 points. Stamper, again, did not play in that first meeting. She's averaging a double-double on the season. So Campbellsville benefited from her absence. Now, again, some pressure. Stamper knocks it away and has a steal. Lady Tigers unable to handle the full-court defense applied. Here's Stamper inside, missed the shot. Wilkes going to grab it right off the top of the head of Courtney Pritchett. Campbellsville back the other way. Lee has Boyle on the left side. Maddie Boyle's just hit so many big shots for Campbellsville this season. Off the elbow, Pritchett going to face up, shovels it back. Pettigo drives in, leaves it for Wilkes on the left block. Caitlin Wilkes has 2 points. Bailey Pettigo has a helper.
Yeah, that's a nice dish there by Pettigo. Absorbed that contact and was able to kick it over to Caitlin for an easy layup.
I guess Pettigo actually has 2 helpers. She sent that pass over to Boyle to start the ball game there. Campbellsville leads 5-4. Short corner, Englert driving against Wilkes, throws it out to Stone. Out top now, Feltner. Feltner works around Pettigo, bounces. Stamper going to drive in, a little contact, shot no good. Stamper tries to get her own miss, does. That second effort kind of went straight up in the air. I don't know if she lost it or not.
That's good defense there by Caitlin.
Inside, Wilkes running the floor well. She's got another basket. Bailey Pettigo with 3 assists.
We've seen Caitlin be able to do that a lot this year. Make the rebound or the missed shot on one end, and she's sprinting down to the other end, bits her man for an easy layup.
Well, I'll go ahead and tell you this. If the Lady Tigers can run today, they'll run, and run some more. They are going to really try to get up and down on U Pike. 7-4. Feltner, almost walked. Here's Stone going to drive in, shovels one out to Englert, and that baseline jumper for Mary Englert is one that we've seen far too many times in her
quite
career.
a bit. That's why she's a Mid-South Conference Freshman of the Year.
Long ahead, Pettigo again for Wilkes. One dribble, Stamper, blocked the shot, and going to get a foul against Morgan Stamper and U Pike here. So Wilkes will go to the free throw line for the Lady Tigers. That foul on Stamper is her first here. You know, we were watching a little bit. Stamper had that knee injury.
She's been limping a little bit,
and she was limping a bit in warm-ups. And
a little gimpy.
We've seen that so much on the men's side this season. You just feel for those kids, and credit to her for trying to play through it. But you wonder, she missed some time with that knee. Conditioning, Benji, how long does it take to, as Wilkes hits that first free throw there, how long does it take to find yourself out of shape if you're
pretty quickly?
Down?
Pretty quickly, because, mentally you're favoring that knee, and if you miss a couple games, you miss the speed of the game, and that's what gets you more tired rather quickly.
Wilkes hits 2 free throws. 9-6, Campbellsville leads by 3. Englert pitches one out here to Feltner, drives in past Wilkes and throws one up and in off glass. Feltner here with a couple of buckets for the Bears.
If I'm not mistaken, Feltner last year had herself a heck of a game here.
Boyle quickly finds Pettigo and back out to Pritchett on the right wing. Campbellsville in their half-court offense. Lee looking. Now Pritchett wants Wilkes on the entry, can't get it to her. Out, here's Pettigo driving in, 8 to shoot. Campbellsville leads by a point. Pettigo lost the handle. They're actually going to say she stepped on the inline as she was trying to get through. And don't think Coach was too happy with that offensive.
No, it was not a good offensive possession, and you got to credit Englert there for using that baseline as an extra defender and forced Pettigo out of bounds.
Back the other way, you Pike the basketball. Bailey Frazier out front holds it. Now Feltner back to Frazier. They wanted to look like they were trying to get a free throw line to Englert. Now they bounce it to the inline. Stamper out. Stone has it kicked away by Pettigo in my least favorite rule.
Let's reset it to 20.
Reset it to 20. So
Matt, is that Lindy Young over there in the crowd?
That is Lindy Young on the far side. Her mom Carla,
former Lady Tiger. She put on a heck of a performance that championship game, didn't she?
Some big ones throughout her career here and there. Stone left wing to Feltner. Driving left side of the lane. Now back out Feltner, 7 to shoot. Englert back. This is Stone, 3. That is good for Allie Stone. And Pike shooting it pretty well here to start things.
Yeah, but both teams actually shooting the ball really well here to start this game.
Pettigo long to Boyle. She'll step in, take the jumper. No good. Pritchett tried to keep it alive and does. Hands it to Wilkes. One dribble. Right hand and one for Caitlin Wilkes.
Yeah, good offensive board there by Pritchett. A little underhand pass to Wilkes for an easy up and in for an and one opportunity. Was that on Englert?
That was on Englert. Wilkes has 8 of the 11 for the Lady Tigers. Lincoln County represent as they have all 11 for CU. And Maddie Boyle posted the first 3. Wilkes 8 since. She'll try to make it 9 right here. Free throw on the way is around and down for Caitlin Wilkes. Nice start for her. She had a big performance against Shawnee State the other day. Just missed a double-double. I think she finished with 17 and 9. Feltner out front. Campbellsville leads by a point here. Englert straight away as Campbellsville sent Elizabeth Bertram into the lineup for Lauren Lee. Englert left side spins away. Bertram there to pick her up. Now Feltner with the ball fake wants to drive in and dishes one down inside, and Stamper missed the shot. We're going to go to the double thumbs here as
I believe Boyle got a finger on that shot.
That may have started a mess there as Stamper missed the shot, and Campbellsville will end up with the basketball thanks to the possession arrow. 12-11. The Lady Tigers lead it here in the Powell Center. We'll step away, take a timeout as we've reached a media stoppage here on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
You could say, how are you, or get a fake tattoo. You can ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's so good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
12-11, the Lady Tigers lead Pikeville here at the Powell Center. It'll be Lady Tiger basketball. CU bunch had sent Elizabeth Bertram in before that stoppage. Bert, the 5'6" sophomore guard from Glasgow, Kentucky. I mentioned Wilkes had a big night the other day against Shawnee State. Wilkes had 19 and 9. You can see it here, the and one for the junior. And Elizabeth Bertram also posting 19 points in that win for Campbellsville. She hit 3 Edward Jones three-point baskets. Wilkes, the inside track to be the next Lady Tiger to 1,000. And after that, Elizabeth Bertram going to put on a real assault on getting there herself. 12-11. Pritchett holds him on the left elbow, the newest member of that 1,000-point club. Pritchett right side to Bertram. Bertram thought about it. Throws the pass over to Boyle. Feltner hits it, knocks it away. Boyle couldn't grab it, and a turnover on Campbellsville here. This will bring a change for CU in a moment. Feltner working. Frazier inside. A little touch pass there from Englert. They find Stone open in the corner. 3, no good. Nice box out by Bertram.
Big block out by Bertram there.
Pettigo brings it ahead. Off the left wing. Between the circles. Pettigo pressured a bit by Feltner. She stays on her deep out. Bertram. Elbow. Pritchett inside. Wilkes rolling a little too strong. Frazier the rebound. for the Bears.
Good look.
Stone left side, Feltner wide open, 3 on the way. That is good for Sierra Feltner, and U-Pike back up by 2 here, 14-12.
Yeah, it's a good transition there for Pikeville. Sierra was wide open.
Boyle to Pritchett, works right side of the lane, steps in and then backs away from Feltner. Now Pettigo, she'll drive, cut off, needs some help. Pritchett, Boyle straight away. Left side, Bertram decks it, works against Frazier. Pritchett back out, Bertram can't shoot it, up and down, a turnover on the Lady Tigers. Maddie Nally will check in, 6'2", the sophomore forward from Louisville, Kentucky. Also in is Sarah Sutton. Sutton, the 5'10" junior forward from Scottsville, Kentucky, and Kayla Luby runs to the scorers table here quickly, the 6'2" junior forward from B, Nebraska.
Matt, you're looking here at the stats early here in this first quarter. Pikeville's already got up 11 shots to Campbellsville's 6. That 4 turnovers is the big difference there. That Campbellsville some missed opportunities on the offensive end.
These two teams really don't turn the basketball over much. U-Pike third in the country in turnovers per game, and that I mean that in a good way. Just 11 plus turnovers a ball game. The Lady Tigers right at 12, which is about 7th in the nation. This ball kicked by Luby. Lauren Lee will re-enter for CU, and to set the 5 for the Lady Tigers now, you've got Lee, Sutton, Pritchett, Nally, and Luby. The U-Pike still with their starting 5 out there, and that is one thing about this U-Pike team. They don't go incredibly deep. Coach Williams may try some different pieces, but not for a lot of minutes. Here, a pull-up shot off the free throw line for Feltner is no good. She knifes her way in, keeps it alive. Stone wants to drive right side of the lane. A little floater over the top of Luby is good. And U-Pike with a 4-point advantage, largest lead of the day for them.
Yeah, Campbellsville didn't do a good job there keeping them off the boards, giving those extra opportunities.
Sutton catches. Pritchett, long 2 on the way. That is no good. Ball batted into the air a couple of times, pinballed around, and I think it may have hit off the head of either Stamper or Frazier and went out of play.
Yeah, Campbellsville fortunate there on the missed shot to get that ball knocked out of bounds. Chance here for extra opportunity to cut into this 4-point lead.
Lee into Sutton. Now Nally circling left side. Lee, she'll actually back away as she's cut off. Pritchett between defenders has it poked away. Ball is free on the ground. Pritchett actually got hit by Stamper. Sutton picked it up. Nally looking for Luby, throws it too far over the head, and this will be a turnover on Campbellsville, and we'll see Hannah Roberts enter the lineup, 6-foot sophomore forward from Huntington, West Virginia.
5th turnover here already for this Lady Tiger team. Very uncharacteristic. Pikeville getting in there. That full court press is disrupted a little bit, but also just their hands are very active, and Campbellsville just a little sloppy with the ball.
Sierra Feltner works right side off the Roberts screen, drives in, circles, now down the end line. Here is Stone for 3, no good. Sutton going to chase down the rebound as Frazier falls down. Trailer was Sutton. Lee couldn't get it to her. Instead, she'll use Pettigo. Drives in, and Pettigo is forced out of bounds. We'll have a foul called here on Allie Stone. First on Stone, 3 on U-Pike as a club. This will bring a change as Haley Free, the 5'8" graduate guard from Shepherdsville, Kentucky, checks in. Free was listed on the roster, even the roster that we were sent, as a graduate assistant. So I don't know if at some point she may have changed her mind in there. Eligibility remaining. Decided to play. Nally, left side. Pettigo, Sutton straight away. Now on the wing, they use Lee. 10 to shoot. Lee drives in, throws up a shot that is no good. Long rebound tapped out to Roberts. Here comes Englert, one-on-one with Sutton, and she'll circle back. Pass deflected, and Nally looked like a free safety. Grabs it out of midair, and here Bailey Frazier trying to make something happen in the backcourt. We'll get up the backside of Lauren Lee.
Yeah, that's a good job by Lee there to come back and get that ball with Frazier on top of her. That's that 4th foul. It's one you don't want to commit, 80 feet from the basket, but Campbellsville in the bonus now, Matt, here with 1:23. I'd be a little aggressive on this offensive end and maybe try to get a foul or an and one opportunity.
16-12, U-Pike leads by 4. It's been a bit since Campbellsville has scored. It was the Caitlin Wilkes and one, I believe, the last points. Off the screen, Pettigo drives in. Left side, wide open shooter. Sutton, that is hard. Rebound, Nally grabs it right out of the arms of Free there as she used that height advantage. Pettigo again, working her way. Wants Luby, and it's kicked by Feltner. The Lady Tigers will get 9 extra seconds to work here with 54 seconds to play in the period. Lauren Lee will trigger it for Campbellsville. Not sure what the discussion was, but now we're ready to go.
She was wondering if the shot clock was above 20, but it wasn't.
Nally holds it off the left wing. Lee will collect it. Now Pettigo. Bailey wants Luby, not there. Here's Sutton again. 3 on the way. That one is off the mark. Luby couldn't grab it cleanly. Roberts able to pick it up for U-Pike, and here come the Bears once again with Feltner crossing the midcourt stripe. 37 seconds to go in the period. Roberts right wing. Feltner. We've got about an 11-second or so, 12-second maybe differential between the shot clock and game clock. Feltner bounces. Englert sets the screen. Feltner gets it back. Lady Tigers switch it. Now Pettigo trips on Sutton's foot. It's going to allow Robertson open 2. No good. Everyone blocked out. Nobody there to grab the basketball free. Picked it up. Frazier wants to drive. 11 seconds. I think U-Pike wanted to hold for 1. Frazier almost looked as if she wanted to try to score. Englert into the corner. Frazier open. 3 on the way is good for Bailey Frazier. And as the first quarter comes to a close, the Lady Tigers will trail by 7. Second chance points for U-Pike leads to the 7-point advantage here. We'll step away, take a timeout, come back and bring you second quarter action. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Jason, let's go see your room.
That's not right. How is it? Is it good?
19-12, the Lady Tigers trail U-Pike here in the early stages of this one. Benji Kelly, the Bears, I'm not sure you can ask for much more offensively speaking. I know Stamper has struggled, but the rest of that Bears bunch awfully hot to start here.
Well, they are. They're 8 of 16 from the field, 3 of 5 from downtown, Campbellsville 4 of 10. But the difference right now, Matt, is that they're taking care of the ball. They're getting those extra opportunities. Points off turnovers, 5. Total rebounds 6, so it's 3 of those being offensive, rebounds, and those second chance points 5 to 3. So they're doing the little things the right way, and as a result, that's why they've got this 7-point lead. Campbellsville just hasn't looked good on the offensive end, other than Wilkes early.
Yeah, Wilkes has really been the offense.
That's it.
She and Boyle have all 12 for CU. Wilkes has 9, Boyle 3. Lincoln County's finest carrying the offensive load. Right wing Feltner as U-Pike looks for more points to begin this second quarter. Englert on the end line. That shot is too strong. Rebound grabbed by Bailey Pettigo. She'll push. Here is Boyle. Pettigo has it back off the left wing. Boyle bounces out front to Lee. Now Pritchett. Defended by Frazier. Boyle wants Wilkes. They sag down a bit. Can't get it to her. 8 to shoot. Right side, Boyle. Open. 3 on the way. That one is no good. Pettigo steals the rebound away from Feltner. Hands it off to Wilkes. Back out around they come. Boyle on the right wing. 1 dribble. Inside. Has Wilkes. Off the window. She gets the deuce. Maddie Boyle the dime.
Yeah, that's a great entry pass there by Maddie Boyle. Put a little English on it and was able to get Wilkes for an easy layup. Good offensive possession there for the Lady Tigers.
Wilkes may get to the 1,000-point club.
Well, she's already over 700.
Yeah, she's
701.
Having a first half here. Campbellsville going to have to find somebody to go with her offensively. Wilkes working, trying to stop Roberts, and boy, Roberts made up her mind she was getting to the rim.
Yeah, that was a little bully ball there.
Strong move. Pettigo across the lane out. Trailer, Pritchett, 3, hard, long rebound. Can Frazier get there before Pritchett? She does. And now Sierra Feltner and the Bears will slow it down a bit. 21-14, a football score here in the Powell Center. Campbellsville trails by 7. Frazier in the corner, right wing. Englert off the painted area, finds a cutting free, took an extra step in there. They're gonna call foul. Okay. So they're gonna get Pritchett on the foul. I thought Free took off with steps there, but that maybe because Pritchett fouled her.
I was straight lined. I couldn't see it. So
foul on Campbellsville will give UPike another opportunity, and Frazier just banked one in off the right wing. Look, she looks over at Clifton Williams, just kind of grimaces.
hey,
They don't grade on
they
Bailey.
don't.
We've said that for years here. Pettigo inside again. It's Wilkes again. She gets 2 points, and Bailey Pettigo climbing the assist leaderboard all time with an early 4 or 5 in this game.
Well, that was big possession right there. We needed to make sure that we got a bucket there, keep this thing to single digits.
Frazier in the corner. She's hit a couple. This pass looking for Roberts. Pritchett almost had a steal. Couldn't get it, and it came free to Roberts, who gets the field goal. Long ahead. Pritchett drives in. Pettigo, left side. Boyle wanted Wilkes, not there. Here's Lee working against Free. Boyle, left side, Lee. Lee works her way in. She is bumped, and they pointed this way?
No, pointed on the out of bounds, I think. 33 there with the block on Roberts.
So that's the first on Hannah Roberts. First in the period on UPike. Maddie Boyle will check out, and Elizabeth Bertram back in. Bertram with that left knee taped up. She, I think she originally kind of busted that thing open at Pikeville and hasn't been able to get it healed up. You probably won't during the season get it to heal up, as Katie Colopy checks in, 5'10" freshman forward from Cincinnati, Ohio. And we've got a scrum here as Lee and Stamper Wilkes all end up on the floor. And they call Caitlin Wilkes on a foul. So I don't know exactly what happened there, but there was a
lot of bodies on the floor.
First on Wilkes, second on the Lady Tigers. UPike has it back. I know Bertram, we're talking about that knee. She's got some knee pads on order that they're going to hope will kind of keep that from being an issue for her, as a driving shot here by Free, no good. Wilkes tapped it out. Campbellsville the other way. Lauren Lee working against Colopy. Englert steps in and fouls her.
It's 2 on Englert.
You take the good with the bad with Mary Englert. You want her out on the floor. She's going to take some chances like that, and really it's because she trusts herself, which
she does.
As a coach, I think it can be good and bad. It might drive you a little crazy. You know, she's going to take some chances like that, but so often she's rewarded for it.
She is. And that's one of the reasons why, she was freshman player of the year and then all conference.
Pritchett off the right elbow, working once Wilkes has her. Wilkes going to work against Stamper now, and off glass, 2 more for Kit Kat.
Yeah, she's having herself a game. 15 points already here. 6 of 7 shooting, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. That keeps having a game like this. Maybe an all-conference or a player of the week here.
I won't hold my breath.
I know.
Colopy left side Free. I thought she should have had it last week.
Yeah.
That's no offense to anyone else. Lady Tigers were the only team to win 2 games, and Wilkes averaged 20 points and 7.5 rebounds. It wasn't good enough. Driving in is Stone, and Stone splits 2 defenders, and I thought maybe she got fouled. No call, and gets the finish. Lee sprints ahead, working against Stone, throws one up, batted out. Players race out after it. Pritchett has it. Wanted Pettigo, and Frazier jumped in front of the passing lane. UPike with a 10-point lead, 28-18. 5:50 to play in the half. Free calls out the play. Stamper stalking Bertram. Big screen. Free stopped at the free throw line. Dumps one down in. Stamper throws up a shot. Nice defense by Wilkes. And as she gets it back, I believe Pettigo whacked her on the noggin.
Once again, that offensive rebound in Campbellsville, not able to get in there and keep them off the boards. A chance here for Stamper to go to the free throw line.
Morgan Stamper on the season at 67.5%. She's got one of the weirder free throws that you'll see. It's a one-handed. She'll balance it with both, turn it over, and then let it ride. And shot on the way. That one is short, so she misses both. Campbellsville avoids second chance points for UPike. Right side, Pettigo. Pettigo. And we've got a hand check here on Colopy. Wow. Coach Clifton Williams kind of looks at her and says, you're going to have to get your hands off. And I'm not saying foul or not, Benji. We don't ever see that.
We never,
anymore,
it used to be a point of emphasis years ago, and they kind of got away from it. It's the first hand check foul I've seen in a while.
Bertram, the left side. Pettigo Rolling right side is Lee off the paint. Sutton checked back in there for Pritchett. Lee right wing. They want Wilkes. They've got her. One dribble. Shot up, no good. And it is Stone with the rebound for U Pike. 5:10 to play in the first half. Campbellsville trailed Shawnee State on Thursday for most of the first half. In fact, I think all the first half. Frazier in the corner. She hit one from there earlier. 3 on the way. That one is long. And Stamper going to pick up her second as she swatted that one out of the arms of Wilkes. 4 on U Pike as a team, 2 on Stamper. Wilkes will check out. And here, as we reach the media timeout with 4:59 to play in the first half, Campbellsville going to have to find somebody besides Caitlin Wilkes that can score the basketball.
That is it. Absolutely, Matt.
Wilkes has 15. Boyle has 3. Everyone else waiting to get into the scoring column. We'll see if they can do that when we get back. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network. Campbellsville trails U Pike, 4:59 to play in the first half. They recognize Lindy Young, the former Lady Tiger, who had quite a performance in the national tournament, that runner-up run back in the 14-15 year. And she texted me earlier, Benji. She said, "You look good for an old man." I don't know if that's a compliment or if that's what is that?
Just grin and bear it.
The only thing I can say about that is she got the old part right.
She got the old part right.
The bones creak when I get out of this chair. Good to have Lindy and her mom back. Old number 40. Between the circles, Pettigo, left side. Lee, and now Bertram backs away. Luby at the free throw line. Sets the screen now for Lauren Lee. Lee crosses up Roberts, drives in, shot blocked by Feltner. The help defender came over there as they got the switch. 28-18, Campbellsville still on the offensive end here with 6 on the shot clock. Lee looking, pitches it out to Pettigo, works against Frazier, 4 seconds, steps through, Pettigo shot up, she's fouled. How about that, Benji? Wow. Campbellsville catches a break as Bailey Frazier picks up her second, and we talked about U Pike not being very deep. You've got Englert, Frazier, and Stamper now all with 2 fouls, 4.5 minutes to go in this first half.
Yeah, it's, well, and here comes Englert, so to speak. And, like you said, he trusts her. Get a little break there. She'll probably come in for, I don't know who she'll come in for, but as Bailey misses that one. But Clifton Williams, his team is very disciplined. But, Campbellsville an opportunity here to, be aggressive on that offensive end and maybe pick up that 3rd foul on Englert here.
Englert is one of those that will go down in the good riddance column once you get done.
And that's nothing against her personally.
That is the biggest compliment that we will pay to an opponent. I did that with Reed Jolly when he came down here, and of course you've got postseason and stuff, but you finish up seeing those here as Feltner lost the handle, and then Lee was trying to pick it up, stumbled out of bounds. But Englert is one of those that the final time you suit up against number 10 there in the black and orange, that's going to be a good day. 28-19. Englert catches. Campbellsville's a little out of sorts defensively. Luby has to come all the way out into the corner here. Now they go to Feltner far side. She'll skip it, lost it, kind of went up into the air a bit on her, and Englert knows what to do with it. She drives in and takes the 10-footer. 30-19. Long into the corner. Bertram, here's Sutton, right wing, 3 on the way. Bang! Sarah Sutton and Edward Jones pay out off the right side.
That's a big 3 right there, Matt. Get it down to single digits again. We need her to be on. We need Bertram to be on as well for this team to be really clicking.
Feltner inside. Roberts going to go to work against Luby. And a little turnaround shot for Hannah Roberts is good. She averages about 3 points a game. She's had a couple field goals early. And you can hear Coach tell Campbellsville to go. Roberts may have fouled Luby. It didn't matter. She gets the finish anyhow.
That's some strong basketball right there.
I thought Roberts on the closeout really got Luby, but how about Kayla Luby able to play through the contact and get enough on it? Feltner, right side. Here comes Stone. Stone at the free throw line. Jumper on the way, in and out, no good. Ooh, Pettigo and Lee crash together. Lauren is okay. Pettigo sprints ahead, has Bertram right in front of the U-Pike bench. Bertram back to Pettigo. Now they close in on Sutton behind the back. Nifty dribbling by Bailey, and she's fouled by Feltner. And I'll tell you what, Campbellsville has stayed aggressive here offensively, even though they've struggled at times. Pettigo and Lee driving in.
Well, and that's what we have to be. We've got to be aggressive on that offensive end. Setting out on the perimeter, that's not going to do it. Be aggressive. Drive toward the basket.
And we've got a timeout taken here by Coach Clifton Williams, or
30.
A 30-second timeout taken by the Bears. Benji is Campbellsville trying to make a little progress, get back in this. Not that they were out of it per se, but offensively it's been a slow start for Campbellsville. They trailed by 12, I believe, was or maybe it was 11.
It was 30-19, I believe.
30-19. So the Lady Tigers have scored 5 of the last 7 in the ball game, and they'll have the basketball here as they look for more. But the fouls, something to pay attention to here. The starting lineup for U-Pike, 3/5 of that starting lineup with 2 fouls each. The other 2 ladies, Stone and Feltner, each with 1.
Well, once again, it allows Campbellsville to be more aggressive on that offensive end and not shy away from that contact and get to that free throw line.
Pettigo at the line. She will have the free throw tosses on this far side. If you look up on the right, Benji, you'll see one of the goals has that smaller rim on it, and that has really been
that's our free throw shooting.
Something the Lady Tigers have worked on. Pettigo was doing that yesterday. As the second free throw is good for Bailey, she gets both. But we were testing. We got some new cameras today. I don't know if folks that follow typically, especially if you're on our YouTube stream. The YouTube stream is probably going to be a little clearer in terms of picture. If you go to the CU Sports Network YouTube page, there should be a noticeable difference there. And but we were testing yesterday, and Bailey, I think, got up like 100 free throws on that smaller rim. Here's Stone closed out on by Bertram. Colopy gets past Sutton, going to take the pull-up jumper off the inline. That's good. And it's back to an 8-point margin, 34-26. Campbellsville will run again. Lee working against Colopy. Free throw line, Sutton right side. Englert just able to get there in time before Sutton let it go. Lee motions the offense, has Bertram. Pritchett going to set the screen. Bertram working against Feltner. Looking inside, not there. Wilkes, 5 to shoot. Bertram keeps it away. Now Lee, 2 seconds inside, throws one up. Nearly banked it in. Ball batted. Wilkes going to chase it down. Bertram, right side. Sutton, deep, triple, bang! Sarah Sutton has gun, will shoot!
I'm telling you, that was a huge 3, Matt. Great offensive rebound by Caitlin Wilkes.
That's from Emily Fox range over there.
Deep range right there. That is huge.
34-29. Feltner driving in against Lee. Kicks it back out. Roberts the answer. That is just short for Hannah Roberts. Lauren Lee sprints, stops, inside shot, and 1 for Lauren Lee.
Wow, what an offensive play there by Lauren Lee. An and 1 opportunity. That's on Colopy. That's 2 on her. Campbellsville chance here to cut this thing to 2. Matt Payton with a minute to go. Wow.
34-31. I actually was straight line. I thought Lee stopped at the elbow. Look back, and she's in the middle of the lane.
She's in the middle of the lane, absolutely.
Colopy going to check out. Frazier back in here. 34-31. Lady Tigers with 92 seconds remaining in the half can make this a 2-point basketball game. Free throw on the way. Good. 34-32. U-Pike by 2. And if you're the Bears here and Coach Clifton Williams, I think you got to do whatever you can do just to have the lead at half. You don't want to go in with Campbellsville having stormed all the way back. Feltner with a nice crossover, but won't shoot that. Leaves it out with Englert. Stone around the Englert screen. And we're going to have a push called here on Bertram working through that screen. Kind of ran over Englert a bit. That's going to be the 4th on Campbellsville as Bertram picks up her first. 1:19 to play in the half. Stone to trigger it in, has Feltner. Frazier on that far side. Nice offensive play. Frazier won't shoot it. Back to Englert. There's the entry. Roberts going to go to work against Wilkes. Throws up a shot with the right hand, and Hannah Roberts, nice soft touch.
She's having herself an afternoon here. I believe that's 8 points already.
Lee quickly to the other end. Out top, Sutton hands it to Bertram. And now they leave it back with Lauren Lee. Off the elbow, Pritchett. Entry to Wilkes. Back to Pritchett. Right side, she'll dribble against Frazier. Runs into Roberts. And one for Courtney Pritchett.
Wow. Matt Payton, my goodness.
Woo! Courtney Pritchett. Heavy contact with Roberts, and I'll be honest, I held my breath there, Benji. I didn't know which way that one was going to go.
I don't know if she was moving or not, but it could have gone either way, Matt. It could have gone either way.
Sutton checks out after hitting a couple of big three-point field goals right in front of some of the Tiger students over there. Pritchett's free throw is good. 36-35, Campbellsville trails by 1 with 45 seconds to play in the half. Feltner leaves it with Stone. Stone splits some defenders, steps through, shot is good, and she'll draw the foul. Allie Stone had a large lane there, Benji. That opened up right in front of us. Heads up play by the freshman. She'll draw the contact from Lauren Lee, and she goes to the free throw line for an and-one opportunity herself. Yeah,
it's almost like we wanted her to go left or go right, and she did, and just took advantage of what the defense is. I don't know if it's all about spacing.
Free throw for Stone is no good. In and out. Campbellsville can tie it up here with an Edward Jones payout or maybe another one of those and-ones. Lee. Bertram on the handoff. Wilkes the screen. Bertram right side. Pritchett ball fake entry looking for Wilkes, and Roberts did a nice job to fight over the top and knock that away. U-Pike can hold for the final shot of the period. Engler out front. U-Pike has 3 or 4 players out there with 2 fouls each here. Frazier steps back off the Roberts screen. 3 no good. Pritchett the rebound. 4 seconds. Pritchett across the timeline, spins, needs some help, throws it up.
Oh, that was good.
A bit hard for Courtney Pritchett. A little long there on that offering. It really was a better shot attempt than it was in terms of look. It's pretty good defense by U-Pike. But Campbellsville will go to the locker room trailing by 3 after being down by as many as 11 in that first half. We'll step away, take a 2-minute timeout, come back and look at the numbers. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter what you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzz and overshared again?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So, yeah, I know. That's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Come on! Go, Diane! Yeah, keep it going! Yeah! Go, honey!
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane! Woo! You got this!
38-35 our score here at halftime. The Lady Tigers trailing U-Pike by 3 points. Matt Payton and the former Tiger Benji Kelly here with you. CU in the first frame, 48% from the floor. They were 12 of 25. The Lady Tigers were 3 of 8 from long range. That's 37.5%, which is right on their season average, and 88.9% there from the free throw line. They were 8 of 9. Campbellsville sees U-Pike go 17 of 32 in the first half, 53%, 44% from long range, 4 of 9. And then the Lady Tigers were, the Lady Bears there, 0 of 3 at the free throw line in the first half of play. Taking a look here, Benji, at some of the numbers. Campbellsville gets 15 from Caitlin Wilkes, a game high 15 to this point for Wilkes. She got rolling early. The Lady Tigers get 6 big ones off the bench from Sarah Sutton, a couple of big Edward Jones threes. And Sutton was really the one, it felt like, kind of started to shift that momentum a bit with her shots.
Yeah, it's, Campbellsville there for, probably 20 or 15 minutes of the first half. It was basically Wilkes and Boyle. That was it. They got more aggressive on that offensive end, especially after the media timeout. Sutton hit some big threes. Pedigo was penetrating. Lee started penetrating. And as a result, that's why they were able to get back in this thing. And I think they cut it to – did they cut it to 1 at one point? And then you had a made bucket there at the end to send it to 3. So you got to be aggressive on that offensive end, especially penetrating off missed shots. And when they started doing that, that's when they got back in this game.
The Lady Tigers get 3 each from Bailey Pedigo, Lauren Lee, Maddie Boyle, and Courtney Pritchett in the first half. Pritchett had that and one. I think Lauren Lee had one of those as well for CU. 4 rebounds in the first for Pritchett. Pedigo with 5 helpers. She got going early in the assist column there, Benji, and kind of spread the wealth at Campbellsville. Kayla Luby had 2. And taking a look here for U-Pike in the first, led by Allie Stone. The freshman had 9 points, 8 points from Hannah Roberts. And how about her play off the bench? We talked about U-Pike, not a team that goes super deep. They've got 3 or 4 young ladies averaging 30 minutes or more per game. Now, that doesn't mean you don't have some kids over there that can play, and Hannah Roberts plays just 7.5 minutes a game on the season. I think Coach Williams has found himself a little player there here in the late stages of the season.
And she's doing it on the defensive end. A smart play that you saw here at the end of the half. She actually came in and caused Courtney to do a kind of a reverse and forced her to take a longer look than I think she was going to get. She had a nice deflection on the defensive end there against Wilkes. So, heck, I'm very impressed with this Roberts and how she's played. 10 minutes, 8 points. You'll take that from your bench, especially when you don't go to your bench that often.
Sierra Feltner finishes with 7 points in the first half, 3 assists. Bailey Frazier had 6. Mary Englert, the longtime Bear, 4.7 assists in the first frame. Taking a look here, you've got Morgan Stamper with 2 points and Katie Colopy 2 points. I believe that rounds out the scoring there for U-Pike. Rebounding, Campbellsville a 15-10 advantage in rebounds. Campbellsville with 4 on the offensive end. U-Pike also 4 offensive rebounds. The Lady Tigers 11 first half assists, 2 steals and 8 turnovers for U-Pike in the first half. They finished with 15 assists, 3 steals, and 2 turnovers in the paint. Campbellsville and U-Pike both 18 points off turnovers, 5-2 in favor of the Bears. Second chance points, 6-5 in favor of CU, and bench points 10-8 in favor of U-Pike. Score was tied once. The lead changed hands 6 times. That really all happened early. U-Pike would then jump out. They grabbed an 11-point lead. Campbellsville's largest advantage was 3, and it's a 3-point Bear advantage here as we are at halftime. And Benji, we talked about the new cameras. One failure on our part, though. This lens that we've got is so powerful.
You got to go way back?
We got to go way back. So we're going to have to figure that out. We may even have to bring in something else. If anything, they probably need to put you on camera and get me off. That's not what you want. But anyway, the Lady Tigers here at halftime trailing by 3 points, and should be a fun second half.
Yeah, it will be. Campbellsville's got this thing in there. We get the ball to start the half. I guarantee Coach Colvin is not fretting right now. Her team got back into it, but just working hard and honestly taking care of the ball that second quarter. First quarter, we were really sloppy on the offensive end.
Lady Tigers and U-Pike halfway through this one. The Tigers and Bears out on the floor getting some warm-up tosses in, as that game will come your way after our women's broadcast next Thursday. Campbellsville's final regular season games here in the Powell Center, as the Georgetown Tigers will visit for Senior Day. And for the Lady Tigers, I don't believe that's going to be anybody. For the Tigers, they'll have
everybody back.
A couple, but for the Lady Tigers, now I'm sure this week Courtney Pritchett, and we'll wish her mom a happy birthday.
Yeah.
It is Cindy's birthday, so happy birthday to to her. But Courtney Pritchett has long joked that she's the super senior and that type of thing. But I don't think Coach is going to let her walk out of here without using that final year of eligibility. Anyhow, we'll step away here at the mid-game break. Campbellsville trails by 3, 38-35. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
When I got the opportunity to get her, there wasn't no choice. I told myself, I'm going to take custody of my daughter. It's my baby. That's what we're supposed to do as men. Take care of our home, build a foundation, you know what I'm saying? Love, our money. She's my purpose. I'm here to walk with her, hold her hand until she can walk alone. Ain't nothing like being a father in this world.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Worried about your friend, but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's so good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should.
Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
What if you could feel in control of your retirement in just a few clicks? At aceyourretirement.org, you can. Start with a free 3-minute chat with Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer some simple questions like, how do you feel about your ability to save for retirement? Or in how many years do you want to retire? To get free action items customized just for you, get your retirement back on track at aceyourretirement.org.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter which you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
As a dad, every day is a challenge. To make sure that the time that I have, I spend with them. It doesn't matter how tired you are, you have to try and to teach them. When they learn something new, and you can just see in their faces, it's such an incredible moment. It's those moments that are my favorite.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Jason, let's go see your room.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Our score here at halftime. Matt Payton and the former Tiger, Benji Kelly with you in the Powell Center. Campbellsville trailing here by 3. They trailed at Shawnee State the other night, able to come back and get a win over the Bears in Portsmouth, Ohio. I looked down here. I didn't even put the final score. I think it was like 61 maybe, the final score of that one.
Yeah,
and we'll see if they can do that again here tonight. I was texting with Chris Wells there, Benji. We talked about that tiebreaker before the game potentially, and it's a long way to go. And I feel like talking about this sometimes is disrespectful to Cumberlands of the world, but it's just to lay out the scenarios and different things. That tiebreaker would actually go to the points head-to-head.
Okay, so right now
Thomas More would have it. Beat the Lady Tigers by 12 at their place. We won by 11 here.
Yep.
And so by 1 point, Thomas More would be the 1 seed. Now I think, and I'll double-check with Chris, they would still share the regular season.
Which, how do you do that because your regular season gets an automatic? So do both teams get the automatic? Is that how that would work?
Well, now that is a good question, and I assume it would go to Thomas More. If they got the tiebreaker, they would be the 1 seed. And I think Chris may have been listening earlier, so he may be able to get back to me before I even can text him and let me know that. But Chris, the interim Mid-South Conference commissioner. And we are ready to go here. Left to right for the Lady Tigers. This pass deflected. Lauren Lee going to stay with it. Right side, Pritchett has it. Campbellsville trailing by 3 to begin this second half. They've got their starting 5 back out there. Pritchett out to Lee, 14 to shoot. Back to Pritchett. Right wing, Boyle. Looking inside for Wilkes, not there. Now Boyle wants to drive against Englert. Gets the step, goes, gets the finish, does Maddie Boyle.
Yeah, it's a good move, Maddie Boyle. Englert, I think she kind of let her go. Didn't want to pick up that 3rd foul really quick here to start the second half. Heads up play by Maddie Boyle.
Well, and that's really how Englert needs to win that battle, is to be able to be a little more physical.
Yes.
Boyle going to win the foot speed there, and a nice heads up play by Boyle to go all the way to the rim. Right side, Feltner. They'll back away, go under the screen. She hands it to Englert, gets it right back, and almost looked like Feltner wasn't expecting it. Now Englert wide open as the Lady Tigers try to pressure Feltner down on the inline. Nobody gets back to Englert, and an easy 2-point bucket.
As the shot clock was expiring.
Pritchett keeps it away from the help defender. Inside left hand shot, no good. Frazier with the rebound, box out there.
It's just good defense by Frazier there. Forced Pritchett into a little hook shot. Almost went in, but tip your hat there. Good defense by Frazier.
As Frazier works down in the right corner, underneath, out to Feltner. And now Englert will deck it, working against Pritchett. Stamper hands it to Feltner, 8 to shoot. Lee tries to stay with her. Nice job by Feltner. She used just enough of that Stamper screen to keep Lauren Lee from getting it off in front of her. Pritchett out front. Boyle will come right side. Now Pettigo in front of the Lady Tiger bench, working against Stone. 42-37. You Pike the advantage. Campbellsville trying to get a bucket back here. Pritchett has the shot blocked, gets her own miss, needs help. Pettigo, 6 to shoot, 5. Pettigo feeds one through. We've got a hold called here on Allie Stone, I believe.
Well,
that's one. If Clifton, I looked down and Clifton Williams got his hands on his head. That's one that if he had any hair, he'd pull it out right there.
Play good defense for 26 seconds and get a call like that. But you got to credit Pettigo knowing what the shot clock situation was.
Lee to inbound. Lee looking for Wilkes. Ball too far. Pettigo able to race it down before Stone could get there. Comes to Lauren Lee now. Lee in the paint stops and shot too strong. Stamper the rebound. Here comes Englert ahead for U Pike. Passing lane to Feltner. Stops inside Frazier. Gathers, goes up, missed it. Wilkes keeps it alive. It comes right back to Frazier. Feltner grabs it. And now a three by Stone is no good. Caitlin Wilkes finally clears it away for CU. Pettigo left wing. Working against Englert. Stops. Needs some help now. Throws it out to Boyle. Stone didn't know it was over her head or she would have had a steal. Boyle missed the shot. Pettigo tapped it away from Englert. On the ground, Stamper and Wilkes will tie it up. The arrow will go to U Pike. 7:04 to play in the third quarter. 42-37. U Pike the lead in the basketball. Sierra Feltner will bring the Bears ahead. They won here in the Powell Center last season. Campbellsville has won 79 of the 88 meetings between these two teams all time. Frazier drives in. Open in the corner here. Short corner jumper for Feltner. No good. Frazier and Lee come together. And this will be a foul, on Bailey Frazier. Frazier picks up her third. 2 on U Pike.
Pettigo, I believe, has got maybe some blood on her.
Bailey will check out for a moment. Her high school teammate Elizabeth Bertram will enter the lineup for Campbellsville. Campbellsville trailing by 5. Lauren Lee works it ahead and calls out the offense for CU. Pritchett gets the screen from Wilkes. Rolling was Wilkes, couldn't get it to her. Now Lee goes to Boyle. Back to the top, Bertram. Bertram on the dribble, picks it up, inside, looking for Wilkes between defenders. Shot no good, stays with it, gets her own miss, gets 2 points, and she'll take a trip to the free throw line.
There we go. Way to stay with it, Caitlin Wilkes. Nice entry pass.
And that's going to be 3 now on Englert, Benji, and the plot thickens here for Coach Clifton Williams and company.
Yeah, I mean, there's still 16 minutes of basketball left. I think he'll keep her in there right now just because he needs her. But if I was Campbellsville, I would be intentional and going right at her.
And Wilkes hits the free throw. Caitlin has 18, I believe, in the ball game.
Yeah, 18 points. Having herself an afternoon.
2-point U Pike advantage. Right side, we got a hand check here, a little arm bar maybe on Bertram. So this will be 2 on Bert. First on the Lady Tigers in the third quarter here. Right side, Haley free, has Feltner, now short corner. Englert, 2 Lady Tigers there, skip pass, Stone mishandles it a bit, but stays right there with it. 5 to shoot, Stamper at the free throw line, inside Englert, and she is going to be fouled by Maddie Boyle. And Boyle would have been better off, Benji, just to whack her initially and force her to get 2 at the line.
Absolutely.
That was the worst possible outcome, as it gave Englert enough time to gather and go up. So Mary Englert with a chance at the line, makes it a 3-point trip. Right side on the wing, Bertram inside, cutting is Lee. That is beautiful offense for the Lady Tigers, back to 3 points.
That's great court awareness there by Bertram to see how wide open Lauren Lee was. Just great execution for the Lady Tigers.
Stone open. She's going to take the 3. Campbellsville is right there, just a little lackadaisical defensively. And Allie Stone cans the 3.
That is a big 3 right there.
48-42. Campbellsville trails. Bertram hands it to Lauren Lee. Lee looking for Wilkes. Now Boyle will go to Wilkes. Inside, rolling shot up good for Kit Kat.
Yeah.
2 more.
Yeah, that's just good execution. Taking care of business right there. Caitlin Wilkes had the mismatch. Good job of the Lady Tigers. Now let's get a stop here.
Wilkes has 20. Splitting defender Stone throws one up. Too strong. Boyle the rebound. Oh my goodness. She and Stamper collide. Stamper fortunately missed the putback, and Bertram the board for CU, and now we get a foul called.
Wow.
A hold, do they call free?
They call free.
So that'll be the first on Haley, free. 3 on U Pike. This will bring us to a stoppage, 48-44. Campbellsville will have the basketball back now with 4:42 to play. We'll step away, take a break ourselves. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter what you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
48-44, the Lady Tigers trail U Pike by 4 points. 4:42 to play here. Benji Kelly, how about the performance of Caitlin Wilkes, the nation's top percentage shooter from the floor? She entered play today at 66.5%. She's 8 of 11 this afternoon. 20 points for the Lady Tigers. Quite an afternoon for that young lady.
Yeah, and we've needed all 20 of those points to be able to stay in this game. We need to find some others that can kind of step up and contribute along right there with her. But Caitlin Wilkes putting on an exhibition here in the PAL. 4 points away from her career high, Matt. I think she might get it.
She's got a good chance. The Lady Tigers at this rate are going to need her to get it. Sarah Sutton in there for Campbellsville as Lauren Lee will get a breather. Pedigo will handle the point. Right side, Sutton open. They close out quickly once number 24 got the basketball. Pedigo through to Pritchett. Corner, Sutton, triple, hard. Rebound taken in by Morgan Stamper. Here comes U Pike. Nice look for Campbellsville. Stone out front. Burt will pressure her. Now she'll pick up Feltner on the handoff. Feltner working left side of the lane. Free. Back to Feltner, short corner, wide open path down the inline, kicks it out. Shooter is Stone, decks it, takes the pull up the mid-range, shot no good. Stamper knocked it away from Pedigo, but Pritchett there to corral it. Campbellsville the other way. Trailer is Sutton, won't shoot this one. Less than 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Englert defending Wilkes, now they'll switch. Stamper will pick up Wilkes. Pritchett looking for Wilkes, can't get it to her. Pedigo with 10 to shoot. Looking for Wilkes, and it was knocked away by Stamper. Nice play by Stamper to get the hand on.
Good defense there by Stamper, but that's not the kind of entry pass you want right there from Pedigo.
48-44, 3.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Stone backs away. Elbow, Feltner works right side of the lane, throws one up, hit the backboard, and came back to her. Now Stone wide open for three. That is good for Allie Stone.
Yeah, it's a big three right there. Campbellsville unfortunate to get that rebound.
Pedigo calls out the play. Inside, they've got Wilkes. Back out. Pedigo is knocked to the ground by Englert. And
that's 4.
That's going to be 4 on Mary Englert. It actually, I think Englert may have been clean up top, but
a little body
underneath that knocked Bailey off balance. And so Mary Englert will have to sit Benji for a bit. I wonder how long Coach.
Well, I guarantee it'll be here the rest of this third quarter. He won't put her in there till the fourth, especially since they've got a 7-point lead here.
Englert has facilitated a lot of their offense today. She's got 9 points and 8 assists.
Yeah, that's some efficient basketball right there.
Campbellsville will have Bailey Pedigo at the free throw line here. Chance to draw closer. This free throw is no good off the front of the iron. One more for B. And that one is short. A little shorter than the first. 51-44 remains the count. U Pike back on the offensive end. Feltner pressured by Bertram. Has Free, almost steps. Free looking for Feltner. That's over and back on U-Pike, a turnover. They've not turned it over much today. They've taken really good care of the basketball. In fact, that's their first turnover in the second half, just 3 in the ball game.
Yeah, that's just good defense there by Bertram, putting a little extra pressure out there on the guard. So Campbellsville an opportunity here to cut into this 7-point lead, Matt. Need a bucket here.
Pettigo goes left side. That is Bertram. Holds it, pressured by Free. We'll get a hand check here on Haley Free. So Campbellsville again will go to the line with a chance to score. The clock stopped.
Elizabeth Bertram going to the free throw line. She's a 73% shooter on the year. Bertram scoreless. Actually, this is her first shot attempt of the day.
Bert hits the free throw here. Maybe it'll get her going a little.
Well, anytime you can score when the clock stopped is always key.
And the second free throw for Bertram good as well. 51-46. Pritchett checks out. Sutton checks out. Lee and Maddie Nally back into the Lady Tiger lineup here. Full court pressure for CU. See if they can turn this U-Pike bunch over. And Lee at midcourt draped all over Feltner there. We've got a second whistle. Scared me there, Benji. You hear that second whistle after the play, and you're often thinking technical. Third on the Lady Tigers as Lee picks up her second. Haley Free works off the Roberts screen. Going to cross up, come left side. Colopy working around Lee. Needs some help. And picked off by Nally. The length of Maddie Nally right in the passing lane. Pettigo pushes. Works around Luby. Navigates off to the near side here, and now they come around left side. Bertram inside. Luby rolls. Shot up off the window. Good. She gets the hoop, and Elizabeth Bertram to help.
Yeah, nice pass by Bertram there. Just good execution. Kayla Luby. Let's get another stop here, Lady Tigers.
Free. Out top to Feltner. 3 points the margin. U-Pike leads. Roberts between defenders. Needs help. Looking. Finally finds Feltner, 9 to shoot. Feltner kicks it out. Stone drives in. Back to Feltner in the corner. 4 seconds. Stone, right wing, working against Lee. And it's an offensive foul. She hit the shot.
Wow.
What a call.
What a call. Extended elbow, I think there. Is that her third?
That is 3 on Allie Stone. And that, I don't know if she'd left, if that shot was that a 3 or did she get inside?
It was inside, but that's a big call right there, Matt. It could have gone really either way.
51-54.
Clifton Williams, he doesn't like it, and I have to agree with it.
It's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
51-48, Campbellsville on the offensive end here. Lauren Lee bounces Pettigo. They got Sutton left side, couldn't get it to her. Lee again, bounces to Bertram. 3 on the way. Bang! Elizabeth Bertram knocks it up at 51 all.
That's her first field goal attempt of the afternoon, and it came at a critical time. Wow.
Feltner left side off the elbow. Roberts. Now Feltner. Campbellsville's went on a run here with Mary Englert forced to sit with 4 fouls. Stone works around Sutton.
Stepped out of bounds.
She stepped on the sideline. Campbellsville gets it back, and those in attendance here in the PAL are on their feet.
Good defense by Sutton out there extending that zone. Campbellsville a chance here to take the lead for the first time since the first quarter, Matt.
Tied at 51. Feltner kicks this one. It'll go all the way down into the backcourt. And Tigers will maintain the possession here. 36.9 seconds remaining in the period. Caitlin Wilkes back in for CU. Wilkes with 20 points today.
Yeah, Matt, I was just to say, when Englert picked up that 4th foul, Campbellsville's gone on a 7-0 run here.
Lauren Lee bounces to Sutton. Pressured by Colopy. Pettigo down in the short corner. Lee hands it to Bertram. 3 on the way. Bang! Elizabeth Bertram back to back. Edward Jones payout.
Let's go. Get a stop here, Lady Tigers. Get a stop here. You get the ball to start the 4th quarter.
54-51. Feltner back to Free. Now Feltner again. That ball was deflected. Drives in, needs help, free, long two on the way. That is just off the mark. Wilkes and Feltner collide. It was knocked out of bounds by Feltner with just 0.4 of a second remaining. So U Pike did a nice job to get a decent look late in the shot clock and not give Campbellsville an opportunity. Campbellsville will just pitch it in. Pettigo throws it to Lee, and that's where the buzzer will sound to conclude the third quarter. The Lady Tigers outdo U Pike by 6 in the period. 19-13 the advantage there to take a 3-point lead. We'll step away, take a break. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
It's a 3-point Campbellsville advantage, thanks in large part to Elizabeth Bertram. 8 points there in that third quarter for Campbellsville University. Bertram cans one right in front of the Lady Tigers bench. She comes back down a short while later, finds herself free on the opposite side of the floor. Same spot, Benji, just the opposite side, and sinks another.
I tell you, the first half it was Sutton that got us back in this game, and that this third quarter, Elizabeth Bertram, both of those two sparks this team when they're able to come off the bench and knock down these big threes like that. Huge momentum swing when Eglert picked up that fourth foul and Campbellsville took advantage of it.
Frazier also with 3 fouls, Benji. She had missed a big portion of that third quarter as well. Coach Williams will bring Bailey Frazier back here. Still no sign of Mary Englert yet. Lee inside, Bertram catches. She's got 10 in the ball game now.
Yeah, I believe she may have the last 10 of this game here, Matt. I'll have to go back and look, but
she definitely has the last 8 for CU. Haley Free stops, long two is no good. A rebound to Feltner and an easy put in here for Morgan Stamper. 56-53 the score. Campbellsville by 3. Sutton out front, Pettigo. The layers of this Lady Tiger offense when Sutton and Bertram are hitting are unreal. And speaking of unreal, Lauren Lee in the middle had no business getting 2 points. Wow. She does, and she'll try to add one more.
Holy cow, what a play by Lauren Lee. Fouls on Stamper, her third, but to get that contact and be able to get it up there, but the heck, it goes in, Matt. My gosh.
I believe those of the Catholic faith call that a Hail Mary.
Hail Mary, I'm telling you.
59-53. Pritchett will check in for Sarah Sutton. The Lady Tigers have seized the momentum and control of this basketball game, but this U Pike team is not one you want to count out just yet.
No, he's going to have to go back to Eglert here soon.
And Bertram will pick up a foul out near midcourt here as she gets a piece of Bailey Frazier.
Yeah, they've been calling that all day, so Bertram needs to realize that.
First in the half, in the fourth quarter on Campbellsville. 9:12 to play the basketball game. Lady Tigers lead by 6 points. Feltner now free on the right wing. Feltner again, left side of the lane, stops, needs some help. They've got Free out front. Feltner left wing, triple on the way. That is no good. Rebound to Bertram. Campbellsville looking for more. They'll run. Lee quickly ahead. Bertram, right wing. Stamper closes in. Now Pritchett wants Wilkes, can't get it to her. Bertram into the middle. Gets past Stamper. Up, shot goes, and Bert will take a trip to the nail.
Wow, goodness, Matt Payton. I tell you what, you're seeing some basketball here. The last 3 or 4 minutes of this game here, Elizabeth Bertram is just, you're seeing why she was a leading scorer down at Barron County.
The all-time leading scorer in Trojanet history, Elizabeth Bertram. She and Sarah Sutton fall into the has gun will shoot column. Sutton hit a couple in the first half, one from way deep, almost the Wise and the Donna Wise court logo over there. And then Bertram has went on a tear. I mentioned earlier who gets rolling outside of Wilkes. We've got our answer. It was Wilkes and Bertram combining for 38 points Thursday night, 19 apiece. Bertram has 13 in the ball game here this evening after hitting that free throw. Campbellsville all of a sudden, Benji, leads by 9. Feltner on the dribble, right side of the lane, cutting is Frazier. Out to Haley, free. Left side, open is Frazier, 3 on the way. That is good for Bailey Frazier.
Yeah, it's a big 3 right there. Actually, they called that a 2. Her foot was on the line, yeah.
Pettigo goes to Pritchett left side. They want Wilkes. They get it to Wilkes. Wilkes goes up, can't finish, and Hannah Roberts claims the rebound. Nice offense for Campbellsville. Wilkes just misses one. Feltner looking, has free, and on down further they go to Frazier, who missed the shot. Pettigo rips it away on the rebound, and the Lady Tigers to the front court. Left side, Bertram won't shoot. Has Wilkes working against Roberts, needs some help. Pritchett at the elbow, jumper on the way, sinks it. Courtney swishing.
Yeah, it's a great execution there by Wilkes.
30-second timeout taken by the Lady Tigers, and Coach Ginger High called in, and it will become a media timeout with 7.5 minutes to play in the basketball game. Campbellsville leads by 8. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
When I got the opportunity to get her, there wasn't no choice. I told myself, I'm going to take custody of my daughter. It's my baby. That's what we're supposed to do as men. Take care of our home, build a foundation, you know what I'm saying? Love, our money, she's my purpose. I'm here to walk with her, hold her hand until she can walk alone. Ain't nothing like being a father in this world.
(64-56), the Lady Tigers lead by 8 points with 7.5 minutes to go. And Benji, we were just discussing the situation Coach Clifton Williams found himself in, this run that the Lady Tigers are on. He was almost going to have to come back with Mary Englert, and if she fouls out, it might not matter anyhow, the way the Lady Tigers have gotten hot. But when she checked out, it really flipped this game.
Well, it did. Campbellsville was down 51-44 with I believe it was 3:06 when she picked up that 4th foul. And since that time, Campbellsville on a 20-5 run to build this thing an 8-point lead.
Englert back in there. She's had a big ball game for U Pike. They'll need her to close strong to have a chance. Englert, 3 from straight away, and, well, on cue, Mary Englert hits the 3-point field goal, and it's back to a 5-point game. Bertram wide open, won't try the answer. She'll drive in, feeds it down to Wilkes, and she couldn't handle it. Pettigo and Stone were battling. Stone came out of there with it. Here comes Feltner, and we mentioned U Pike not going to go away. Roberts for 3. That is no good. Feltner taps it. Bertram could not control it. Will go to the arrow, which I believe will go to Campbellsville, correct?
No, it's we got it to start the 4th quarter.
Okay. So it will be U Pike Bear basketball. Maddie Nally will enter for Campbellsville, 64-59. Bertram with some big shots for the Lady Tigers will exit. Allie Stone will trigger it in for the Bears. U Pike off to the Appalachian Athletic Conference next season. Yes, this pass. Well, look at there. Ginger High called and put Maddie Nally in for that one reason, and Nally gets the steal. I think she might have a future at this coaching thing.
I tell you what, and Maddie Nally has a future at getting all these deflection and block shots.
Out front.
That wingspan is so long.
Lauren Lee working right wing. Can she get it to Wilkes? Crossover. Not there. Pritchett down to the end line. Hands it to Pettigo. Cutting. Nally up glass. She gets 2. Bailey Pettigo the helper.
Yeah, Maddie Nally just kind of got lost in there, and Pikeville couldn't find her, and Pettigo heads up play. Nice pass. Easy execution.
That's like losing a Volkswagen.
Oh, I tell you what.
Yeah. 6'2".
6'2".
Englert spinning away. Out top, Feltner working right side, gets around Lee, feeds one to Roberts, and Roberts fouled by Pritchett. And that'll be the second on Courtney Pritchett. 2 on Campbellsville as a team, and Hannah Roberts to the free throw line. She's perfect on the season at the line as Roberts. Sarah Sutton will check in. Courtney Pritchett gets a breather, and you hear Coach say, stay right here. Roberts hits the free throw. Second free throw for Roberts is good. She remains. I tried to jinx her, Benji.
Tell you what, she's a heck of a player.
She's not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Lee quickly ahead to Pettigo's the double team.
Spot up.
Left side.
There it is.
Sutton wide open. 3 on the way. That is around and out. No good. Wilkes, the rebound. Has it knocked away. Sutton again as Pettigo corralled it. Inside Lee in the middle. Kills it off the back of the iron and through.
That's a big offensive board right there for the Lady Tigers and second chance points. Lauren Lee penetrating down the middle.
68-61. Feltner out to Englert. Open. Won't shoot. Drives in. Now kicks into the corner. Frazier. Back to Englert. Left wing. 3 on the way. That one is short. Long rebound. We've got a whistle here as Roberts fell into Pettigo there. And they're going to get Wilkes.
Wilkes on a hold.
So that'll be 2 on Wilkes, 3 on Campbellsville. Campbellsville leading by 7 with 5:24 to play in the basketball game. Allie Stone again will inbound. Englert on the dribble. Now going to take the 2 over Wilkes. That is good for Mary Englert.
Wow, she is really good, Matt Payton.
Left side, Lee now has Wilkes. Wilkes going to go to work against Roberts. A follow-away shot off the front of the iron, goes through.
Yeah, that's just a good job by Wilkes there. Roberts, I believe, is a little fatigued here.
I think she's gassed, and we're going to get a foul out front on Lauren Lee. That's going to be 3 on Lee, 4 on Campbellsville as a club.
Well, and that puts them in the bonus the rest of the way, Matt, after that foul.
4:58 to go. Campbellsville leading by 7. And this will bring us to our final media stoppage here with 4:58 to play in the basketball game. 70-63. The Lady Tigers lead it. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's so good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should.
Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
4:58 to play in this one. The Lady Tigers looking for win number 25, and they'll have to close out the Bears with U-Pike trailing here by 7. Taking a look there, Benji Shawnee, or excuse me, I looked at that Saints logo, that S tripped me up. Thomas Moore all over Freed Hardeman here, 77-46 today. So Shawnee, well, I did it again.
You did it again.
Thomas Moore, that Saint logo just reminds me of the that Shawnee State, but Thomas Moore going to pick up their 25th win. Talking there to Chris Wells earlier, he said that would indeed be they would get the automatic with thanks to the tiebreaker.
Okay, so that's what I thought. Yep. Georgetown
share the regular season crown.
Georgetown's up on Cumberland, Tennessee.
Englert with the basketball. Backs away from Bertram, now drives in, leaves it off for Stamper. Stamper falls out of bounds, and it will be Campbellsville basketball. Is a little too strong on that pass.
That's good defense there by the Lady Tigers.
Oops. Indiana Wesleyan up on Marion. That's a top 10 matchup.
That is. Much is left with that one.
Marion had already lost once this week to Spring Arbor. I think it was Spring Arbor. 70-63. Ooh, oh boy, Feltner almost in range of a takeaway there. Campbellsville would love a bucket here. Lee looking. Another field goal for Wilkes would tie her career best. They've got her down on the low block. Lee driving in, right side, contact, can't finish. We'll go to the free throw line as Sierra Feltner will pick up the foul call. 2 on Feltner, 3 on U-Pike as a club. Nally will get the shooter, so she'll have to wait. Pritchett returning there, Benji for
Sutton.
Should check in for Sarah. Lauren Lee's free throw here is good.
Hey, stop.
Wilkes, 9 of 13 today, Benji. She's actually raised her field goal percentage a little bit. It's just kind of hard to do at this stage of the season. Lauren, at least when it's that high to begin with. Lauren Lee checks out after hitting both free throws. Maddie Nally back in, and you'll see Campbellsville go a little offense-defense where they can.
Here on out, that's right.
You've got the advantage, you can do that. Englert out front. Feltner working around Nally. Cutting is Frazier. Goes reverse and sticks it.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good backdoor cut there by Frazier. Pritchett got a little bit out of sync there, and as a result, that reverse layup to cut it to 7.
Bailey Frazier's aunt, Vanessa Nichols, played for Coach Ginger High Colvin at Campbellsville High School. As this pass kicked by Stone, it goes out of play. Vanessa's actually in attendance today. We went to school together. Kind of an interesting story. Sutton checks back in. Maddie Nally will exit. So again, offense, defense where they can. Pettigo, the trigger woman on this one. Pitches it in. Sutton short 2 on the way, and it is short. Rebound to Stone. 7-point margin remains. Stone out top. Englert has Feltner. Feltner was wide open. Stone again. Feltner inside. Stamper between 2 defenders. May have lost the handle on the way up. Ball is free. Frazier picks it up, and she's fouled by Pettigo as Bailey was kind of falling on the ground. 2 on B, and it will send Bailey Frazier to the free throw line here, just under 80% on the year. Lauren Lee back in for Sarah Sutton. 3:29 to play. First free throw for Bailey Frazier is good. She's had a nice afternoon. 12 points. She's hit on 3 3-point field goals. And that one is good as well for Bailey Frazier. Her sister Brooklyn, a freshman on the U-Pike team. Out front, Lauren Lee, the basketball. Bounces to Pritchett. Pettigo. Lee gets the screen from Wilkes, rolls in, kicks out, shooter, Bertram, 3. Bang! Elizabeth Bertram again with an Edward Jones 3.
Yeah, that is a heck of an offensive play. They've run that 2 or 3 times and have been able to get the shot in the paint. That time Bertram was able to cut, hit a nice Edward Jones 3.
And Feltner lost the handle. It just goes to Frazier, however. She'll go in, and she is right. Wilkes got her money's worth that time.
Yes, she did, and that's good. If they're gonna call it, go in there and get it. That's what I always said.
Well, earlier you saw was that Lauren tried to stay off of one, maybe, or Maddie Boyle maybe, that tried to stay off of one, and I think it was Englert or Stamper got a finish and went to the line. Wilkes was going to make sure that if Frazier hit that, it was going to be more luck than skill. She had the forearm on her head. Free throw good for Bailey Frazier. Frazier from Wise, Virginia, location of former Mid-South School UVA Wise. Hits both free throws, 75-69. Campbellsville by 6 as Frazier gets the 2. Lauren Lee picks up her dribble. She's going to need some help. Pritchett flashes. Now Pettigo, left side. Wilkes sets the screen. Lee spinning on the move. Has Pritchett. Pritchett will work right side of the lane. Frazier will take the contact, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Courtney Pritchett here. 75-69. Fasten your seatbelts, folks.
We got us a dandy here in the PAL.
U-Pike has it back. Sierra Feltner gets the screen from Englert. Has Frazier. Backs away. Ooh, may have walked. No call. Here's Feltner driving left side. Underneath. Leaves it for Stamper. Wilkes took it away.
Yeah, Wilkes was kind of anticipated that pass and was able to get in there and take it away.
Pedigo out front to Lee here. Campbellsville will call out the play. We'll see what they get.
It's a big possession right here, Matt.
Pedigo over the top has Lee, and she's fouled, and that's going to be on Englert. I was a little straight line, but there was some reactions
it was a hard
here.
foul.
Yeah.
It was a hard foul. They're going to get together.
They're actually going to talk about it, so it must have been a little dicey. Lauren Lee, that's going to be it for Englert regardless, right? I mean, that's 5. Going to do her.
I mean, it's a personal. Now, the question is, are they going to call it as a flagrant one?
Mary Engler's so good today, 14 points, 8 rebounds, unfortunately for her. And U-Pike, she was 6 of 8 from the field, but unfortunately she kind of got into some foul trouble there.
Guys, if y'all have that replay, I don't know if you have that bottom camera underneath the goal, if you could see if you could find that.
75-69, 156 to play in the ball game, and this discussion is
it's a big call.
To me, Benji, if you can't get together and say, yeah, it was.
You're right.
You don't want to talk. I don't know if you want to talk yourself into it.
Right. Just a regular foul. Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably the right call.
You know what I mean? If you can't get together and say, yeah, guys, that was pretty clearly.
Right.
The longer you talk about it, you don't want to talk yourself into seeing what you didn't see, maybe.
You're right.
I don't know.
Well, and here's another thing, and you and I've talked about this, but we've got the capability that they can go back and look at it. I wish the NAI would put that in there for regular season games.
Yeah. Which today we're working in these the new cameras, and
that's a big free throw made right there by Lauren Lee. That makes it a 3-possession game, Matt, with 1:56 to go.
One more coming for Lee. There's the second free throw, and Campbellsville the 77-69. Let's see if we can get the replay there. As on the other end, Feltner will drive in and lay one up. I was looking away there, and it's an offensive foul. They're going to wave it off. The foul will go against Stamper,
and that's 5 on her.
She's fouled out as well. So U-Pike went quickly. It was hard to get a look there, trying to see that replay. And Stamper fouls out as well, Benji. She'll finish her day with 4 points. Here is the replay. I don't know. I mean, it's a hard foul,
it's a hard
I don't
foul,
think she was.
But no, she was made a play on the ball.
Yeah, I don't have any
agree.
issue with that. Stamper, 4 points, 5 rebounds, and she was in some foul trouble working back from that knee injury. She missed that game in Pikeville, and this is a U-Pike team, Benji, that you don't want to see again. If you're Campbellsville, they've given you a couple of fits, and this one here is still not completely.
No, there's still a lot of basketball left.
I looked up there, 147, kind of an eternity here. As Wilkes at the free throw line. This free throw for Kate is good. I'm not gonna say what I was going to say.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
78. It may work anyway. I may have jinxed her anyhow. She can make it a 10-point advantage. That's on me, Kate. I'll wear that one.
Yeah.
I alluded to her being perfect from the floor and a free throw away from her career high.
I started to say I was going to allude to that.
Stone off the screen, wide open 3, hard. Nally tries to box out Frazier and does. Lauren Lee will check back in off the missed shot. Wilkes with 23 points today, a field goal from having a new career best. And she'll check out. Campbellsville just has to take care of the basketball as they come ahead. Lee and Pedigo work it down the floor. A 9-point CU advantage here. Nally to a rolling Lee, a little too strong. Lee couldn't save it in play. Right idea, just not able to execute.
It has a bullet of a pass from Maddie Nally. Lauren just couldn't quite handle it.
Feltner hands it to Stone. Lauren Lee with her. Stone looking for Feltner on the end line. Drives in, kicks out. Bailey Frazier, open 3 is good. Have yourself an afternoon. That young lady has been tremendous. 78-72. It's a 6-point game with 1:07 to go. A 30-second timeout taken by Coach Clifton Williams here. The Lady Tigers will have to be on their P's and Q's, so to speak. Campbellsville has gotten after U-Pike in the second half a bit. They have forced 7 second half turnovers. The Lady Tigers have maybe taken a little bit better care of it. They've got just 5 second-half giveaways.
Well, sorry, Matt. I was just going to say these type of games that we're in here right now, Matt. This is what you're going to type of games you're going to expect when you get into that national tournament play. So this is good, really, for both programs because Pikeville is going to be probably in a 4 or 5 seed, maybe as low as a 6. They could potentially get as high as a 3 if they were to win on out here, but. These types of games are just what March and late February conference basketball is all about.
78-72, Lady Tigers will inbound here. They'll have to take care of it. Both teams in the bonus. They pitch it in to Lee, and they're going to start fouling now. Which, Benji, I'm not saying there's a right or wrong, but if you think that's where you're headed, you better to do it early and give yourself as many chances as you can.
Extend the game, and Campbellsville has been shooting the ball pretty good today from the free throw line. Now on the year, not so much, but as you mentioned too, that side goal there with a smaller rim, they've been really practicing on that, and as a result, I think it's paid off here today. They're 18 of 22 from the free throw line.
Free throw here for Lee is good. She is up to 15 points in the basketball game with 5 assists. And this free throw good as well. A couple of big makes now for Campbellsville. Benji, a stop away from finding yourself in the clear. We'll see. Feltner works off the screen. They switch. Entry to Roberts. Pritchett picks her up defensively. Feltner going to try a 3. That is hard. Rebound comes off long to Roberts. She goes around Pritchett, and she's fouled underneath. 49.6 seconds remaining. That's just a hard luck rebound on the Lady Tigers. Pritchett was boxing out. It just climbed up perfectly right where Roberts could grab it. Sutton and Boyle going to check back in for Nally and Bertram. And Hannah Roberts at the free throw line.
She's had herself an afternoon.
She's one we'll be happy to see go to the Appalachian Athletic Conference.
Well, we'll still get to see her play. I think they're going to do the home and home.
And this second free throw is good. I think they're just going to alternate who goes where each year is the plan. So I guess they'll flip a coin as Frazier going to foul Lauren Lee here. Flip a coin who gets the first one maybe. 80-74. That foul on Frazier is her 4th as Roberts hit the 2 free throws. Nally back in. Campbellsville 47 seconds away from a victory. Lauren Lee, 16 points today. Give her 17. 3 Lady Tigers have carried the scoring load. Wilkes, Lee, and Bertram. One more coming here for Lee, and that one is good as well. She's got 18 in the basketball game. Coach Clifton Williams will take a timeout and advance the basketball. This is a full stoppage. We'll step away. The Lady Tigers lead it by 8 here on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Jason, let's go see your room.
No, that's not right. How was it? Is it good?
82-74, the score. The Lady Tigers on top of U Pike with 47 seconds to go. Matt Payton and the Hall of Famer Benji Kelly here at the Powell Center. The Tigers coming up in just a moment as they will take on Pikeville, men's side of things. Stone pitches it in here to Roberts. Roberts to Colopy. A dribble left. She'll take a pull-up 3. No good. Lauren Lee, the rebound. Lee will dribble through some traffic. She's bumped and fouled by Bailey Frazier, who is fouled out. She is the 3rd member of the Bears team to foul out of this basketball game. Bailey Frazier will finish with 18 points She hit 4 3-point field goals today, 4 rebounds. Haley Free will check in for her. Elizabeth Bertram into the lineup for Courtney Pritchett. Lee at the line. Free throw good for Lauren Lee.
This is a hard-fought win for this Lady Tiger team, Matt.
Lauren Lee hits both. A dozen today from the free throw line. 12 of 12 for Lee. And so they will take another timeout, a full timeout here for Coach Clifton Williams and company with 36.8 seconds remaining in the ball game. Campbellsville leads by 10. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network. Campbellsville closing in on win number 25 here with 36.8 seconds remaining. U Pike the basketball on the far side of the floor. Matt Payton, Benji Kelly with you as we try to get out of here with a win in the first half of this doubleheader. Stone to inbound has Feltner. Pull-up jumper for Feltner is good. U Pike will not go quietly here. Inbound to Boyle, and U Pike probably happy that anybody besides Lauren Lee grabbed it, but if you're Campbellsville, Maddie Boyle a good option.
Absolutely she is.
That foul was on Feltner, and that's 4.
4 on her.
I think it was the socks.
I think you're right. We didn't even talk about that. We didn't
saving
really have an opportunity.
I was saving it. You can't bring that up until you got this thing.
Until you got this thing, yeah.
And even then, now I'm still a little nervous I brought it up.
I like our chances here.
Campbellsville at 85 points, up over their season average, top 10 in the country in points per game as Boyle sinks both free throws. Back to a 10-point margin. Feltner hands it off to Stone. All the way around. Stone will now work left side of the lane. She'll have to back away from Nally. Roberts catches on the dribble, working at Pedigo, throws one up. No good. Nally the rebound, and that just about will do it as Campbellsville will gladly throw up the stop sign and get out of here with a 10-point victory.
It was a battle.
86-76. Clifton Williams and Ginger High Colvin will exchange pleasantries, and I will say this, as Campbellsville picks up their 25th win, I would not want to see this U Pike team in the postseason, Benji Kelly.
No, they're a phenomenal team. I really like their coach. I really like how they play the game, and they got an opportunity to make a little run here themselves. Would not be, chances are we may see this team here in the conference tournament as well.
Campbellsville and U Pike wrap up here today. The final score, 86-76. We'll get the head coach, Ginger High Colvin, in here in just a moment as Campbellsville gets the win. Now 25-1 on the season. They are 19-1 in Mid-South Conference play. The U Pike Bears fall to 19-7 on the year. They are 14-6 in league play here as they will wrap up their season on Thursday. They'll have Wilberforce. They host Thomas More next Saturday in Pikeville as Ginger High Colvin makes her way over, and we'll get set to take a look at the final number as well. Coach, that's a hard-fought win. We'll start there. That's a really good U Pike team. They had you guys behind early, and you battled back. That third quarter was really big for you all, and pull out a big victory.
Well, U Pike is, in my opinion, and I've watched a lot of games, I think U Pike's one of the top 10 teams in the country. They got behind early in conference play. They lost a game early, and then didn't crawl up in time, in my opinion. But man, I think Thomas More obviously is the best team in the country, and I would put U-Pike right up there. I think they are an outstanding basketball team. Clifton Williams does a great job. His kids go out there and play basketball, and they play well.
Today you're led by Caitlin Wilkes. She had 23, one off a career high for her, and 5 rebounds. And early in the game, she had 15 of your first 18.
Yeah.
It was, she was the offense, and she delivered.
Well, and we wanted to get out and get in transition, and we got transition baskets early because their posts are so strong. We didn't want them to just continuously wear us down, but we did get transition points early. I don't know why we went away from that. That was something we talked about at the half, but that's it. It's a great win for us. I really believe this is one of the best wins of the season for us.
Sarah Sutton hit a couple threes in the first half, and Elizabeth Bertram scoreless at halftime, and we obviously know what she's capable of. She comes in, and I think she had 10 in a row, maybe even like 12 or 14 for you guys. She got rolling, to say it, in that manner. She got rolling, and really that was the time where you kind of played a little catch-up, caught up, and took the lead and didn't look back.
I got mad at her the first half. She came in and turned it over 2 quick times and then ran a play wrong. So I took her out, and, but there's not much you can do when she gets in that rhythm. There's just not a heck of a lot you can do, and she's a gamer. And I feel like that's twice, 2 games in a row she's came in. And when you've got Sarah and Bert that can come in and really get hot and start lighting it up from outside, that helps a lot. And I thought Maddie Bull hit some early. She hit 1-3. I know she had 1-3. And then, she had a really good drive. And so we've got some good guards. We just we can't come out flat against teams, and I feel like we came out flat against UPAC. I don't know why. But they came out, and they had guns a-blazing early. So that's a coaching thing. I think Clifton had his kids ready, and I'm not sure I did mine.
Mary Englert got that 4th foul.
Right.
He was forced to sit her, and that's where you guys, Benji was doing the math, and it was like a 20-5 run or something like that. And it speaks to just how good Mary Englert is.
She's so good.
And offensively, she's going to be one of those that's Benji and I have kind of coined this. It's a good riddance award. She's a good riddance player. Perhaps we've seen her for the final time. I don't know. It would shock me to see her again. But she's been terrific throughout her career.
She really has.
She was really good today, and fortunately, maybe for you guys, she got into some foul trouble.
She's a Madison Faulkner type kid because you don't know who can guard her. I don't know anybody that can guard her, to be honest with you. She can shoot the 3. She can pull a guard out. She can pull a post out and shoot the 3 on them. You put a guard on her, she can back you down, and she's so efficient in the lane. And their offensive system is a really great offensive system, and those kids have just jumped into that. And like I say, his kids, I just think he does such a great job with his team. They just go out there and play basketball, and it's a fun game when we play them. And obviously, I'm sure it was a fun game for the crowd again today. But Mary's had a great career for them. I think I said last time to you, I think she's in talk for best player in our league this year, and we've got a lot of good players in our league, but you sure can't leave Mary Englert out of that talk.
This game obviously came down to the socks, right? I don't know if you can get this in. Sheila McGeorge came in today wearing socks, Coach, and how old are you?
That's my 1st grade class picture. My nephews both carry that picture in their wallet. They found, how when you get those school pictures, there's all the extras. They found those, and they both, if either one of them were at the game today, they would have that in their wallet. And Charlotte Pettit Arnett has it hanging on her board at work. It's and really you don't get the full effect because I had a huge collar, like that was back in the collar days, and my collar went down past my shoulders. But that picture in our friend group, from my high school friend group, makes its debut at least once a year.
Yeah.
And my sister-in-law put that on some socks this year in the white elephant, whatever. And so it's the gift that keeps on giving.
So Sheila McGeorge, Ashley's mom, came in today showing off those socks. She was awfully proud of them, Coach. And I think they're good.
They're
luck
all
charm.
very proud of. Anytime they can get me It makes them all very proud.
Next Thursday, you get a home game on Thursday. Those are contests you play. You stay, you go to class on Thursdays.
We'll probably load up on a van and leave. Y'all be looking for us.
We will. But you get a home game on a Thursday night. Those are rare here at the Powell Center this season. But Georgetown comes in. Coach Jeff Nickel always does a tremendous job. It'll be senior day, and I don't know, this may be the first for you. No seniors?
Seniors,
unless Courtney Pritchett gets crazy, right?
No, she will not march out on senior day. I can assure you that. That will not happen.
She might tell you that a few times this week, ask you what kind of, plaque or blanket or, whatever type of thing. She'll probably be looking for something.
We'll keep her here. We want to keep all those kids here. That's a great group. And I feel like the kids today, I want to say Maddie and Allie, she didn't play a huge amount of minutes, but I thought her minutes were really good today defensively, and she got a couple steals. So, you can go down and you can talk about the kids that score the points, and, that's always very important. But I thought she made some big plays today when she was in the basketball game.
Coach, congratulations on this one. We'll do it again Thursday here at home in the Powell Center.
Thanks. Appreciate it, Matt.
Ginger High Colvin and the Lady Tigers pick up the win as they knock off Pikeville here today, 86-76. As we take a look at the final game numbers, Campbellsville finishes 55% from the floor, and this one 27-49. They were 6 of 13 from deep, 46%, and 26 of 30. Big free throws down the stretch for the Lady Tigers. They finished 26 of 30, 86.7% there at the stripe. For U-Pike in the ballgame, 46% shooting overall, 29 of 63. They were 9 of 21 from long range, 42.9%, 75% at the free throw line, 9 of 12. Campbellsville gets a game high 23 for Caitlin Wilkes. She had 19 on Thursday, 23 more here this evening, 9 of 13 shooting. She had 5 rebounds in the win for Campbellsville to lead the Lady Tigers here. They got 20 from Lauren Lee. Lee finishes a perfect 12 of 12 at the free throw line, including several makes at the end of the ball game. 4 rebounds, 5 assists for Lauren Lee in this one. 16 off the bench for Elizabeth Bertram. She got rolling there in the third quarter, early in the fourth quarter, 5 of 5 overall. She had 3 made Edward Jones threes, 3 free throws as well, 3 assists, en route to 16 points. Campbellsville gets 7 from Maddie Boyle today. She had the first 3 of the basketball game, made some big plays for the Lady Tigers, did Boyle. Sarah Sutton had 6 2-made threes in the first half that were big ones for Campbellsville, including one that was way deep. 5 for Courtney Pritchett to go with 6 rebounds and 3 dimes. 4 points for Kayla Luby off the bench. 3 points from Bailey Pettigo, who had 4 rebounds and 8 assists to lead Campbellsville. 2 points for Maddie Nally in the win, 3 steals, as Coach mentioned there in our post-game interview. For U-Pike, they were led by Bailey Frazier with 18. They got 15 from Allie Stone, 14 from Mary Englert to go with 8 assists, 12 points off the bench for Hannah Roberts, and 11 from Sierra Feltner, who had a double-double with 10 assists for Coach Clifton Williams and company. 4 points for Morgan Stamper to go with 5 rebounds and 2 for Katie Colopy in the ball game. Campbellsville finishes with 25 rebounds, 22 for U-Pike. The Lady Tigers had 7 offensive, 9 offensive rebounds for the Bears. Campbellsville with 23 assists, 5 steals, and 13 turnovers. 26 assists, 6 steals, 9 turnovers for U-Pike. The enhanced scoring, Campbellsville in the paint, a 42-26 advantage. Off turnovers, 18-11 in favor of Campbellsville. Second chance points, 14-11. U-Pike the advantage there, and bench points 28-14 in favor of CU. The score was tied twice. The lead would change hands 7 times for Campbellsville. The largest advantage, 10 points, which was the final margin. For U-Pike, their largest lead was 11 points. Campbellsville outdoing the Bears in the second half by 13 points en route to this 10-point win, 86-76. We'll step away here, take an extended timeout. We'll come back and get you set for men's coverage as the Tigers battle the Bears here in the Powell Center. You're following Tiger basketball on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
When I got the opportunity to get her, there wasn't no choice. I told myself, I'm going to take custody of my daughter. It's my baby. That's what we're supposed to do as men.